Hello everybody, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I'm going to be showing you what I'm going to be doing in the garden. I've got a few things to do, a few things to repot and replant some of my things, and I'm going to show you the process of what's going on in the garden from the last video. So I hope you all enjoy this one. Right everybody, so this is my first task in the garden. As you can see, I've got my French beans, and I noticed from the other day that the tops of them are being like something's just bitten off the top of them. So I don't know if I've got a mice or something's coming into the garden and taking the tops off of those. These ones on the other sides, a few of them didn't make it, but then you can see that they would have started to run. I've got a few volunteer tomatoes coming out, which is most probably seed what was in the dirt. So what I'm going to do, I've got some French beans seeds. This is a Blue Lake one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the seeds in and see if they will germinate. So that's going to be my first task for today. So where the ones what I've not made it, I'm going to put 2 seeds in there. I'm just going to push them in. I'm not going to put them down very deep. And just cover them. So I'm just putting two in each spot. If 2 of them come out, it don't really matter, because I can always take them out later on. So I'm just going to put two in each hole, and hopefully they should come up. The only thing with me, I have to remember where I put things, because that's a common thing with me. I always plant things and then forget where I put what I've done. With the French beans, when I plant them, I usually just let them wrap themselves around, and they're usually alright if there's more than one in a hole. Because once they start running, then I'll just tie them to the post, and you can see the runners on them already, which was on these ones as well, but I don't know what's taken the top off, if it's a mice or what. So that's one of my first tasks out of the way. Right, so that's one of my first things out the way, so I'll be back with you in a minute. Right everybody, this is a second task that I'm going to be doing today. I've got an orchid which we've had on our kitchen windowsill for a couple of years now. And as you can see, it started to root a lot. I've got another one in there as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be getting off those ones what are rooted and repotting them to make new plants. So I'm just going to, I brought some new pots which is what, a 14cm pot. Don't know why they always have to put these stickers on them what don't want to come off when you want them to. I'm going to just try and see if I can get a couple of holes in there. I'm going to drill very slow. This pot is a lot deeper than what I thought it was, so I'm going to see if I can get a bigger drill head. I'll be back with you in a sec. Right, I haven't got a smaller head. I thought I had a smaller one of these, so I'm going to have to just have to carry on using this one and see how big the hole comes out. I wanted to put a few holes in there, but I might end up just putting 3 in there. Just plane up. So I'm going to do this, and then I'll get back to you when I've done those, because I've got them ones to do as well. Right everybody, so I'll put some holes in each one now, and I'm going to be using, this is called Westland Orchid potting mix, which has got some Ceramis in it, which is a specialist blend. So I'm going to be putting some of that in each one. I hope I haven't made the holes too big. So I've never repotted orchids before, so this is just a knife out. Right, found it. Right, so this is my orchid. So I don't know. I repotted this one a while ago, so I've got to see if I can get one off. So that's one there, but this has actually got 2 on it, so I'm going to try and plant it together. So I'm just going to get a green stick inside, and then I'll be back with you in a sec. Right, so I've got a bit of greens planting pole. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put over a bit, and then I'm going to just tie this to the pole. So this bit might actually go down in the dirt, but it doesn't matter too much. I'm going to put another one here. I'm not tying it to things, it's just to keep it upright. I'm going to put another one up here. The sun is just coming down on the back of my neck now. We're on this video is the Queen's Jubilee or Platinum Celebration or whatever they're calling it. So that's that one there. Technically I could put another one down here to keep this onto there as well. Just to keep it upright. Don't know, I might most probably end up giving these away as well. But I don't know if you've got any tips on how to get them to reflower again, because since it flowered the first time it has never flowered again. So if you've got any tips on that, please leave them in the comment section. Because I would really like to see these flowers flower again. Right, so what I'm going to do now, that's down in there, just going to use the dirt from one of these, it don't matter too much. I've got some more dirt. I don't know if I'm doing it right or wrong. That's the dirt for them, so it should be alright. So that's a new plant there. It's got two in there, but if it comes up and survives, then I can always repot it again. So that's repotting the orchid. Got a couple more to do. I think I don't know how many more I've got to do, but I'll see how much is on here. Got another one. I think this is another two actually as well. So it's another two there, but I'm gonna do them together because the root this one of them hasn't got a good root system on it yet, so that's the main plant. So if you've got any tips on how to get that to reflower, let me know. So I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'll stick it with the pole. I think my wife got these plants for her birthday, and we've stuck it on the window. It was flowering when we brought it, and we thought it was gonna just fade out and die, but then it just survived, and you know, we've had it going since. But I know there's a lot of orchid experts out there, so please let me know how to get it to flower. So this one ain't straight, but I'm gonna try and get it in as much as I can, without causing any. So I've got it there. Fold that up. I'm going to put one more in at the top so it grows straight. that's that there. So I've got another bag of the compost. So I'm just going to put a bit more in there. This one looks, got this almost the same thing, but this one looks a bit darker. This dirt looks a bit darker. Looks like a lot of got a lot of bark in it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put it in one of these. It makes it easier. Put that in there to steady it a bit. And I'll top that up. Just need a little bit more just to fill it up, and then I'll water them in. So that's another one there. Right, so I've got another one inside. I'm just going to get that and I'll be back with you. Right everybody, so I've got these orchid potted up. Well, I've got 4. I could have got 8 out of it, but I just kept 2 together till when they get a proper root system on them, then I'll repot them if I don't give them away. So those are the orchids what I repot. I'm just going to put a bit of water on them. Then I'm going to put these on a windowsill somewhere in the house. Just to get them going. Then later on I'll get I'll use the orchid food fertilizer thing, what comes in a plastic bottle thing which you turn upside down and put in them. But I'm going to look if there's anything else what I can do myself just to get them to flower. So if you've got any tips on them, I know there's a lot of orchid growers out there. If you've got any tips for me, please leave them in the comment section. I would really like to get these to flower again. So that's just one of the tasks what I've got to do today. So I'm going to be doing something else now in the garden. You know, I've got a few little bits and pieces to do. So I'm going to be showing you what I'm going to be doing in a minute. I'll be back with you in a minute. Right, so I've got these scaredy cat plants. I've got 2. Since I got them, I can see out that they look like they're fast growing plants. So that's the root system what's on them. So I'm going to just put these into a bigger pot. I haven't got a big pot for now. I was gonna well, you saw in my last, I think it was the last video, you saw when I broke off a bit of one of them and put in with my chard. It looks like it's surviving all okay. So I think that's maybe something what you can do, break off a bit and make a new plant, but I don't see nowhere on this to break off another one. So I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna put some, I don't know which one to use, so I might just use the chicken manure pellets. in there for now, and then I'm going to put that in there. Don't think this pot is big enough. Or deep enough. Sorry I'm sitting down, everybody. I've just got a pain in my chest today, so I'm just taking it, relaxing a bit more. I'll be back with you in a minute. I'm going to see if I've got a deeper pot. Right, I couldn't find a deeper pot, so I'm going to have to use this one for now. I just have to take out some of the dirt and reuse that. Really, I should be using a pot twice the size of this, but I haven't. Got loads of pots, but nothing what's big enough. So I'm only going to just be doing this one for now until it gets a little bit bigger, then I can put it in something else. Just to give it a bit more space. So that's it in a little bit bigger pot. So I'm just going to put this back in the place where it was. The other one I'm going to have to leave for now. I'll just show you the other one. How big that one is. In its pot since I put it in its place. You can see it's getting too... I thought snails and that didn't like these plants, but it seems like the snails crawl across it. And they eat it as well, so that's the other one. So maybe I have to put it in a higher up pot. I'll get a big higher pot for that one. I'm looking down there and I'm seeing some red strawberries, but I'll show you those in a minute. And this potato plant now, I've got to do something with it to keep it together, because it's just leaning all over the place and causing a nuisance. Right, so that's those for now. So what I've got now, I've got my love fish and bone, and then I'm just going to be giving these a little sprinkling, which is my peppers and that. Not too much fuss about getting it on the leaf, because we're gonna, looks like we're gonna have some rain again soon. These are my kale and my beetroot. You can see how much they've come on since the last video. This is one of my sweet potatoes. I think you saw me plant this one in the last video as well. That's coming on nicely. So I'm just going to give that, don't know which one's better for it. If it's I might just give it the fish blood and bone. You can see I'm not really watering it in, because once the rain comes, then it'll do it for me. The carrots, I'm going to give the blood, fish and bone. You can see they're coming along nicely. I can see carrots at the top. So I'm not going to give my chard and spinach any because I'm going to be picking that soon. These rush indigos or rushidios, I don't know with them, as you can see they're nicely firming up and everything, so I'm not going to put anything in them. I have to find out when to use those. Right, I've got 2 tomatoes here. Just going to put some blood and bone around the roots. Right, and this is my pumpkin. Just going to put some chicken manure pellets in them ones. This is a squash. I think it's just withered up. I think it's because we've had a lot of rain. So I'm just going to put some pellets around it. Got my cucumbers, which is in the middle one. I'm just going to go around the other side with the camera. Going to put some chicken manure pellets on that as well. Need a little bit more. Got to get in there one day and tie those up once they start running. Right, I've got my scallions over here. Just going to give those some fish blood and bone in between. You can see they're coming on along nicely. My sweet potato. Just give that a little sprinkling as well. Once it rains, then that. Right, these are my broccoli. Give those a little bit as well. Then I'm not going to feed these for a while again. Give these French beans a little bit too. Another sweet potato. I'll just put out the way. This an experimental bucket one I'm doing in a not of. Right, these are my courgettes. You can see they're coming along nicely, flowering and everything. A nice yellow one on there. I don't know if it's going to rotten down, because if they don't get fertilised then they're rotten down. Right, my tomatoes are looking healthy, so I'm not going to fertilise those. My onions in here, just going to give a little sprinkling of blood, fish and bone in there. So like with the tomato, I usually give them the liquid fertiliser. This is one of my plants which I thought it died, but it seems to have sprung back to life. I don't know with the lettuces, they're starting to come up now. And then I think you saw when I put some lettuce seeds in there and some other lettuces. And they're starting to come up now, so that's okay with those. So the tomatoes, you can see I've got tomatoes on most of the plants now. Got a cool flower. I'm going to put some blood fish and bone on that one. More basil. More parsley. And more rosemary. Right, so that's those. With the potatoes, I'm going to leave those for now. As you can see, they're just taking over now. From the last video you saw them, you can see they're about 3 foot deep now. And then this one you saw when I planted this one, that's coming through now. Those were some odd little ones I put in there, loads, I don't know how many I put in there, but I'm not really too bothered about that one. Got another sweet potato here as well. I might have to move this one because this one's getting shaded. Well, it's not getting shaded, but it's gonna, the potatoes are taller than usual, so this is some shard. I'm going to put some chicken manure pellets around the roots of this one. I'll put just a little bit on that. Right, so that's that for now. You can see I've got a big cucumber there what someone gave me, starting to flower as well, so I don't even know where I'm going to put that. And I've got some more plants inside, some lettuces and that what I'll need to find somewhere to put them, but at the moment I'm still struggling for space. So I hope you all enjoy this one. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell another friend. If there's any tips or comments what you want to leave, please leave them in the comment section. I don't mind. If you know any, especially if you know anything how to get the orchids to flower, please let me know. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one, and happy gardening to you all.